Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Swissman 15 and welcome back to another online battle from Medieval 2 Total War. This one is a free-for-all from the Teutonic expansion where I play as England. We have over here Time Matrix playing as the Norwegians. On the other side we have Black Phoenix playing as Denmark and I believe, yes, Daddy or Pug or Pakulin or whatever he's named now as the Lithuanians. It is the day after the election and Donald Trump has won, and I'm not going to make any comment on that yet. I'm probably going to make a video from popular demand. I don't know if I want to, but I will be. But right now it's all about Total War, because it's been a long time since I uploaded Total War. So as you can see, already Time Matrix heading at me. I got the superior range with my longbow, so he's heading up his very cheap crossmen, probably to do some damaging fire, because they're still pretty good at shooting, though they don't have the range. That's why they're very good for rushing. Hold on, we need to slow down to absorb all this information. We got Cav engagements on the side. I got my Demi-Lancers and my English Knights taking on his Chivalric Knights on this right-hand flank, as well as sorry about that. Okay, sweet mate troubles, wasn't sure what was going on. Okay, just a quick pause, but now we're back inside. So yes, we have all their Cav engagements on the flank here, on the left side as well as me charging my Cav in the center. Actually, my English Knight's getting a good charge against these Sami Axemen, taking them down to 21, though taking a pretty good amount of casualties themselves. I think that's, what, 5? Oh, that's a lot dead. Almost an entire third of the unit down. Another unit here of English Knights really damaged. They got splintered by these Norse war clerics and also charged these Sami Axemen who took the charge really well, and they're already down to like probably more like 16 or 17 by now. I have my my longbows focusing fire on the Cav over here. Now we also have the infantry engagement coming in. Both of us trying to win the Cav on the side, but it seems I'm winning the Cav fight on this side, or slightly. I got some Chivalric Knights routing, also winning the Cav fight on this side. I have my English Knights taking on these Chivalric Knights. He got some Norse War Clerics through, but I think my longbows and also my Mailed Knights will be able to take him on. Got some routing English Knights over here. My general is free to go behind enemy lines right now. I think I'm going to charge him into these crossmen. We finally have a central line forming. My billmen making up the center of my line, really. Probably not the best situation because they do have pretty weak morale. Actually, yep, you can see one of them is already routing here. The dismounted Huskars, I believe, have a scare trait, so that does not bode well for me here. I'm trying to wrap my Cav around here along with some infantry, but he does have his general here that I need to get some focus on because it's pretty healthy and right now in free reign. Maybe get some archer fire on it, but I haven't done any of that sort yet. The other two you can see on the map have not quite engaged. I think it's just a skirmish that they're in right now, or nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I'm a total liar. You can see he's now going for a rear charge with his dismounted Huskars with the scare trait, so you can see my English Knights are already, my dismounted English Knights are already a bit fearful what's to come, but I got some more dismounted English Knights coming. Probably never even got into a fight. Probably went to fight Cav, but never did. Gonna take out these Sami Axemen once and for all with this charge over here, and they are mostly gonna be dead and routing soon. But I just need to really plug this gap and save this line before it completely collapses on this side. Here we have a clusterfuck of Cav and infantry.
They have lost half their men.
Oh god. Yeah, he's got some Norse swordsmen in the Cav fight. Very cheap unit. Probably spare. Gonna do some pretty good damage for him. I also have my dismounted English Knights here. He's got his General's Bodyguard, which I'm focusing some of my longbow fire on, trying to kill them off. It's still at 16. Not for my best interest. Got a nice rear charge here, actually, who are now routing his dismounted Chivalric Knights. They do have armor upgrades, so we spent a lot of money on that infantry there. And you can see a half unit routing just because they're taking on some Billmen and English Knights. This is why you need two-handers. When you can, at least. When you can, because I have got some sword and shield infantry on the sides here, like my own armor swordsmen, still holding strong, 22 of them taking on these also dismounted Chivalric Knights, but they have armor upgrades, so they're going to do a lot better. On this side, he's got his General's Bodyguard charging into my longbows, 10 of them left, and I think I'm trying to get some Cav over to face this, or do something. Apparently I'm actually just ignoring it. I'm plugging my ears and pretending nothing is happening. And you can see the Norse lines are breaking. His Gotland footmen over here failing. They are not as good as they are in Britannia in this expansion. My General's Bodyguard, extremely healthy, killing off some crossmen, trying to get rid of these stragglers, and also my Mailed Knights as well. My English Knight's just trying to round up all these retreaters. And I can... Oh, the General's Bodyguard only down to 5 or 3 now. And that's pretty much all there is left for the Norwegians. I mean, they got some infantry here and some scraps routing, but nothing much important. If you go over to the other fight that's just starting, you can see a lot of cav engagements going on here. We got the Lithuanian cav pushing in hard on this left side of Denmark, and the infantry coming in from behind, a lot of them having scare traits like the Guillotine's Chosen over here. Oh, there goes the general of the Danish? No, the Norwegians. My bad. Guillotine's Chosen coming in here as well, about to surround these Cervic Knights, and the Followers Fortunas also have the scare trait. And the Divya's Guard, oh my god, they're an awesome cav unit, so they should not be messed with, and they're actually taking down these dismounted Cervic Knights, or Cervic Knights who now routed, and these dismounted Cervic Knights, for that matter. We got some crossmen doing absolutely nothing but holding their swords out, so they're really productive as archers, you know, by not shooting or anything. His Serpentine apparently did not do him much good. I don't see any real streaks. We got a Ballista coming in from behind, but doesn't seem to have any effect right now. Some Baltic archers are pretty good at firing over their troops. They don't have a very powerful attack, but they're going to do well in this sort of line, better than the crossbowmen would, who seemingly don't exist in most of these areas. But we got a pretty solid line forming. Denmark has to be really concerned about his left side here, making sure that the Lithuanians don't break through. It's a very thin line of crossbows on this side. But also it seems that more so that Daddy and the Lithuanians are focusing all their cavalry on this right side and about to come around. So you can see that Black Phoenix is moving around to address that issue. We got a mass rout over here. Yeah, again, it's a scare trait of the Followers Fortunas and the Guillotine's Chosen, just as a general surrounding by the opposing infantry that is causing so much pain for the Danish over here. He really should have invested in more scare troops and two-handers like the Norse axemen, which are not on this battlefield. And that is a sad sight to see. Oh no. Followers Fortunas, very good against cav, so cheap, very good investment really, and Daddy's using them really well, and now there's no General's Bodyguard for the Danish. And so a lot of this cav could rout at any time. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Poor Danish. And a mass rout Gauntlet of Footmen, 53 of them running away from these Semi-Gothonian Axemen and Guillotine's Chosen. Oh, just a mass rout. Scare trait combined with losing your general against the Lithuanians is a mess really waiting to happen. Just look at the mass retreat. Oh my god, everyone's running away. What cowardly Danish are these? Oh, that's the entire army. Damn, Daddy smashed him over here. That's kind of scary. Alright, now we can go back to full speed. All we've got is tons and tons of routers, really. Most of the army is routing. Pretty healthy infantry and cavalry for the Lithuanians right now. I think we're pretty comparable at this point in time. Balance of power is dead even. If we look over at my lines that are just forming, you can see I still got my longbows with some ammunition, so that's not bad, along with my infantry, though some of them not best against scare trait, like, you know, the heavy billmen. My cavalry is still rounding up some troops, so they're coming in from behind. Now, let us, again, fast forward a bit. If we look at the Lithuanians, they're still rounding up tons of these Danish. Oh my god, 36. Oh my god, everything went away. 29. Such mass numbers of troops. And look at the size of this army over here. He's got his Baltic archers. Wow. Intense. Did he lose the ballista? I know he had a ballista, right? Not sure what happened. Oh, there it is. Ballista, which has done practically nothing. He lost some archers, is what he has lost. I have got the archer advantage. He's got, let's see, I think a cavalry advantage, and we're about comparable in infantry number, while he's got superior infantry in general. Actually, I think maybe let's see. Whew. It's about 22 plus 17. Oh my god, I can't do math right now. 29, 39 plus 5, 41. So I have about 41 cavalry opposed to his 20, 32. Oh, he's got a lot more. Oh no, 41. Yeah, he's got 30, 40 more than me. So he's got double the cav, and he's got superior infantry in greater number. Because these Semigoten Axemen are pretty awesome units. Really strong attack and pretty high armor values. Guillotine's Chosen do not get trifled, and you cannot charge them whatsoever. But I do have superior archer numbers. He's only got 2 units, and I've got a whole 5. And not just any units, I've got retinue longbowmen, I believe, as my main force here. Now, they do have pretty bad morale, which is bad, so I gotta keep my general alive, or else these Guillotine Chosen will make them run away in mass numbers. And I also do have the Sherwood Archers down here in just a half unit size. But, you know, they start like that, so it's not like I lost it. I would keep my Sherwoods alive with my life. So, it's just us getting to position. I'm trying to not take him on anywhere unfavorable. I want to use my archer advantage to the fullest extent. It's my only advantage. Again, we're dead even. This could go either way, really. So we are in range here. Just some preliminary firing going on against the Baltic archers. And I don't know why he's advancing, because he should have tried to waste my ammo. And also, he does have a ballista. Oh, actually, I am shooting the ballista. Maybe that was it. Trying to take out the ballista over here. So he's coming in. My longbow's doing some real damage over here, actually, taking out a ton of troops. Just look at them decimate some of this cav. And by decimate, I mean kill off about 2 units of cavalry. Or 2 men. 2 cavalrymen. Actually, let's keep the track. Oh, wow. Actually, yeah, they're losing quite a bit amount. Whoa. Why do I feel like this is so fast, my mouse, right now? Hold on. Pause. Slow down. Just to interrupt, you can see the charging happening. I'm just going to pause for 1 second, guys. And we're back. Okay, cav charge coming in. Oh, God, I need to slow this down. Oh. Okay, 0.6 is good. Oh my god, he incinerated his own cavalry. That's unfortunate. The Divius Guard, I love them too. He got a pretty good charge into my retinue longbow here. Trying to save my archers from any real death. Got some cav engagements on this side. He routed my longbows on this side of this Divius Guard. He's just got superior numbers of cav. I'm not sure what to do with mine. Also, Divius Guard are really fast. Actually routed these Shivering Knights early on, which is good for me. And now it's about to the beginning of the infantry fight, where he's got tons of Semigoten Axemen. Going for a charge here with my cav, trying to take out the most vulnerable unit, which is these Axemen. Guillotine's Chosen probably wouldn't have died at all, so I'm killing a ton right here. Ballista's still firing, but after a very insignificant unit, so they're not too important. I think I'm focusing my archer fire on the general's bodyguard he's got here. My cav is virtually non-existent at this point. I've got my general's bodyguard, and I've got these English knights and these English knights. Just trying to do what I can, going for some rear charges, hopefully. Good one. Let's hope. Oh yes, if I could only rout these guys. Working on it. That was actually a pretty good charge for against the back of the Guillotines. I mean, these armored swordsmen are ready to break. They're wavering. They're not going to take on the Guillotine's Chosen for much longer. Over here, we do have something breaking. Those are my billmen, unfortunately. And his followers, Upper Catunas, are still doing nothing, along with some Shirk Knights. They're sort of hiding behind the lines and trying to dress my cav, which I somehow have the cav advantage. I think mostly because of my longbows. But my infantry is not doing too hot. I mean, I am winning over here with the heavy billmen, but they are shaken against these Guillotine's Chosen. And oh my god, I'm focusing all my fire on this general, and he's just not dying right now, and it's not okay. Over here you can see he has beaten back. Oh, it's in my favor. He has beaten back some of my infantry over here, and now he's got my dismounted English Knights surrounded and shaken. Probably going to break pretty soon, and he's got his cav actually sneaking through and taking out these routers along with some of these retinue longbows, which is bad because that's my main advantage here. My general taking his sweet goddamn time to get around the fight. He's in pretty healthy numbers, 12. And there goes the Lithuanian general, which is a blessing. A blessing here, but he's got his followers platoons finally coming into the fight, and they've got the scare trait, so they might actually put a final nail in the coffin, as my men, who are completely surrounded here, might actually break, which is terrifying. He's won this side with the infantry. Guillotine's Chosen pushing through and actually about to rout these longbows over here. You can see my other longbowmen already routing. I've only got 2 units left. Well, this one returned of 19. He's still got his own cav, but the Divvius Guard not going to get a too good charge here, I don't think. Probably just going to get into the fight, but these guys, again, are mostly surrounded against very scary infantry. Trying to run away from these falls between us, I want to take out the more important infantry, but he has now routed my infantry on this side, and with all one cavalry unit really, besides this one English knight here, I don't have much that I can do. Trying to get whatever routes I can with this general being dead, but it's very, very hard to get anything done. Again, he's got pretty good counter charges. He was charging downhill, so my general's in a very bad position. Already down to about 6 now, losing men very, very fast. And again, these falls between us, again, not to be trifled with, super cheap but super effective. Lithuania is a very strong faction when it comes to infantry and cavalry, for that matter. Only weak in the archer regard, to a certain extent. So you can see my infantry is virtually non-existent at this point. I've just got my longbowmen from the back of my lines, holding off against these guillotines chosen, which I'm trying to rout here and use my archer advantage to the fullest, because it's literally all I have. Hopefully some of my these guys will return if I get a good charge, but again, they're blocking my charge. My men are blocking my charge, maybe. Oh, no, okay, pretty good charge, actually. But, again, risky. General's very tired, not going to be as effective in combat. Guilds and Chosen still holding strong, even though they are wavering. The ballista firing also putting a damper into my own men's morale. Going in for a charge here, this is probably where my general's going to end up dying, I bet. Haven't played this in a long time, but I feel like this is a situation that's bound to be bad for him. Pretty good charge, though, killing off a ton of these followers between us, and yep, there goes my general.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
And that is all that I could do, and with that, you're going to see my stats drop significantly as everything starts to run, because these retinue longwomen are terrified of anything that moves, really. They're just really bad at, existing as entities. Look, 53 of them. It doesn't matter how good they are at melee if they can't actually stand and fight, which is really depressing. So without your general, they just run instantly. And so his follow platoons wipe out my infantry, and everything else seems to be routing, which is quite unfortunate. And that's pretty much about it, so we're just going to fast forward to the end here. I'm sorry, guys, for that really, really long delay. Well, actually, it was really short for you, but it was long for me. And anyway, we're just going to finish this up. It's been like 6 hours since I had this pause my desktop for the entire time, but here we are. Alright, here we are at the defeat screen. I got a ton of kills, however, for my defeat. I got 1,157 kills, 267 captures. A Black Phoenix and Time Matrix doing about the same, but Time Matrix doing a little bit better, getting just under 400 kills. 400 kills if you include captures. Black Phoenix only getting 314. Daddy over here getting 822 and 335 captures, doing really, really well. Tons of captures. He completely routed Black Phoenix, if you remember. Men remaining. Me and Black Phoenix all have a ton of left. He routed us more than actually killed us. We fled the field. We are terrified of Daddy. And Daddy having just under 300 left, so very nicely done by him. If we look at the casualties inflicted, 186 by General's Bodyguard, that is not too shabby. 8276 by English Knights, really good. Retinue Longmen, 111, that is no joke. 69 as well, also pretty good. Infantry-wise, nothing particularly spectacular besides, I guess, 58 here and 51, sort of. Yeah, so, again, wow, 111, no shit. And Cav doing really well here as well. So, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends.